Let me show you where I'm currently living. I know that in the last video, I showed a little bit of a cave, and I lived there for a little bit, but now I've moved into this beautiful apartment here. It is the best room. We got the corner room. We got the lantern hanging. We got the single white banner. We got the carpet and the bundles. These are my bundles. I bring these bundles with me everywhere. But ever since I found this apartment, I haven't needed to bring them with me as many places. Now you may think, why are you showing us this apartment? It's so awesome. What would you ever need, like, in life? What else would you need? And to that, I say, I don't really want to live in this apartment for much longer. So today we're going to be finding a home, whether this be a hole in the ground or a mountainside. I don't know yet. We'll figure that one out together. But for now, I think I'll just be setting my spawn here and we will be headed out. Don't think I said welcome. So welcome everybody to episode 1 of this. And I'll try to explain where I am. I'm not going to show the coordinates actually, because if you really care, you'll come find me. Task border, all disk, okay? But we got a few people online right now. We got a few people in the team working hard. Got ATF's home over here. We got Shoots' home over there. And Duolingo's building this with Grinzy. And then, yeah, that's pretty much everyone at the team over here right now. I don't know where I'm going to build. I want to build a little bit farther away from them so I have room to expand if I need to, and close enough, hopefully, that if I build a farm or something, they'll run it for me because they'll be loaded in. So I was thinking we could build over here. Let's see. Over on this side, there should be a river, right? I wanted to kind of build on a river, maybe. That was like an idea that I had. There's also a cold area over here. We could do that. I'm going to look around for a little bit, and if I find someone or somewhere, not someone, somewhere, we will probably pick that, and I'll start building. I won't start building without you though. I'll make sure you guys come along with me on the build. I think that this area looks pretty good. I need to explore more over there and over there, but I think that this is a good area to build. If you look up there, I'm close to their base. I'm close to this village in case I need villagers. I'm close to the ocean. It's for the little fishing that I want to do so I can get some cats. What else? The only issue is this ravine, but maybe we could work that into the base that we decide to build. Maybe it has like a sort of a dock that goes into the mountain. I don't know. Let's see here. I think this should be fine. For now, I'm not going to worry too much about terraforming this because I don't really have much to my name. This is everything I own. Well, that chest plate's kind of low. So for now, I'm probably just going to focus on getting some sort of base built. And you guys are going to be with me. Now, I'm not sure. Do I want to build it here or over there? Hold on. Brace yourself. I'm not about to cheat. This is not cheating. This is free cam. If you think it's cheating, then whatever. Anyway, so if we zoom out, right, we have a section here that's a river. And this is kind of just like a natural divider over between this part and this part. And maybe we do build a base over here eventually. But for now, I think that I want to build my base towards the end of this peninsula rather than like in the middle. So I'm thinking we start our base building right here actually, and we yeah, I guess we just start here and we'll try to incorporate this ravine. I'm gonna try and not cover it up because this is pretty cool if you can just drive through here, and maybe there's a little bit of a dock over here or something. I don't know, but that's the plan. I'm gonna just remove some land off the top for a little bit of a flatter surface, not too flat. I do want to build off the hill a little bit. I think that'd look really cool. So yeah, just like this, and then probably just the grass. And then, oh yeah, I want to open up the ravine as well and get my materials down, and I'll have to go gather some wood because, you know, I need chests and stuff and I don't have a lot of wood. So I'm going to do that. And oh, I'm also going to plant some sugar cane so that can start growing. We can do that right now because I'll need sugar cane maybe for something. Who knows? And then once we get a little bit of a foundation down, I do want to take a break and we're going to go to spawn, and I'll show spawn off a little bit, but not really, because if you want to see spawn, you can just join yourself. But mainly I'm going to put up a job listing because I'm going to offer my services as a professional lawnmower, because one of the most frustrating things is when I want to build here, right? But all this ugly grass is in the way. Like, get this out of here. I don't want any of this. And so what I'm going to offer is, because I need diamonds, I'm going to offer to go to where you want me to and clean up all of the grass for you for a price. I don't know what the price is right now, but whatever it is, it's not going to be like cheap. I'm not going to scam people, but like, you know, I can clean up the area I can fill in holes. I'll be your landscaper, I guess, but mainly just to mow your grass because it's a pain. But we got to set up a house first, and then we can get into that later. So here we go. Okay, this is kind of not really that important, but a lot of people have been criticizing me for my bundle usage. Like, I don't get it. Bundles are awesome. I'm here to empty all my bundles with you, like, because we're setting up the storage, and I want to show you all the items that were in each of my bundles. Like, this is crazy. Do you see how many items I stored in here? Now, I don't know if all these are useful, but they're definitely items that exist. Yeah, look at that. Like, this is a whole double chest. Shoot, it's too much. It's too much stuff. Wait, can I put bundles inside of Oh, I got a bundle full of bundles. There we go. There we go. And we put the bundle in there. And now it is that is everything I was running around with carrying inside of my bundles. Thank you all for watching me empty my bundles. Now back to planning this and gathering materials, whichever one you want to call it. Oh, I also explored over there a little bit. That mountain is huge. It goes back really far. And I found some flint in there so I can make flint and steel. And hopefully we can have some fires or something. I don't know. I'm going to plan. I'm going to build. There might be a third person, montage of me telling a story over this next section. I have no clue. Well, you're probably wondering why this episode is taking so long, and the amount of time from this episode to the next one hopefully should be less, but the reason this episode is taking so long is because I thought I could just sit down and build a house real quickly, and then it would be done, and, the episode would be over. But, I've been standing here for the past 5 days. I log on, I build something, and then I tear it down because I think it looks bad. And this is the only thing that I've built, a path between the two mountains, not really mountains, hills, that, this is it. This is the only thing I've done in the past 5 days. The original clips for this, the very beginning, I was supposed to finish this on March 13th and 14th and put it up on the 15th. It is now the 18th, and I'm just sitting here looking around. I will explain why in a second, but before I do that, I wanted to do a time lapse of me building a moss farm because I need moss for this part and not even for the actual design of the house that I have yet. So embrace yourself. I'm about to explain a bunch of things to you about the way that I think and the way that I just try to balance creativity in this game versus getting stuff done. Now, I have about 2 minutes to record this section because that's how long the time lapse is, and I'm not going to try and make it too serious. I'm just going to try and explain it and move on from it, and as well as explain the whole microphone issues as well. So first off, the creative side of planning a build on this channel, for me at least, I usually look up inspiration and then I use that inspiration to build something. A lot of the times I will copy elements from those inspiration that I like a window shape or a building shape, but not the entire build itself, rather take inspiration from those and make something of my own based on that, right? I think that makes sense. And what was happening was I was finding too many inspirations and I would build them, and the build that I would make would be bad in my opinion. Like, it wouldn't be good enough to show to you all because I felt like, oh, this is going to be embarrassing. This is a horrible build. How do you think you can call yourself a person who posts videos on this if your build is this horrible? And that is just something that I can't really 100% convince myself that no one out there doesn't think that. I guess what I'm trying to say is I hope that there's people out there who think that. Maybe they don't comment it, but I also hope there's people out there who think that they just want to see me build something. And so that's what's keeping me in this. That's what's keeping me going for now until I find something that I like. And the microphone, if you know anything about audio, you know that if you boost the gain a lot, you'll get a lot of static. And the issue with that is in the first part of this recording, in fact, actually, the gain is boosted so high that the static comes through. And so I have to add music. I would like to remove the music and just have me talking, but the music covers the static. I hope you don't notice it. And I'm trying so much. I sit here for hours just playing with the settings. I'm trying to remove it. I'm very sorry. And yeah, that's about it on this. Hopefully we can get into more happy things and not be creatively stumped. So I think that I have reached the end of the time lapse. I'm not sure how, probably I have, but yeah, back to the rest of the video, which we will be hopefully building some things. You ever have a moment when you're trying to record something and it crashes while you're recording it, so now you know exactly what you're gonna say, and then you go to say it and you still have no idea what to say? Anyway, this is the second time I'm recording this little section because the first time my computer crashed, so it's not like you guys can hear that, and well, oh well. But let's try and go back over what I went over. Yes, today is now the 20th of March, and it's probably been a week since I started this project in my mind. And we finally have something built, not in this world, something built that I would like to build in this world. And I will show it to you in a second, but let me show you first what I have done here. Actually, wait, somebody messaged me. Do you want a trident? No, thanks. I'm good. Okay, anyway, we have this section here, and this is a path that is kind of down in a little valley, and we have two hills on either side. And this hill is where the main house is gonna go. This is where all my storage, all of my furnaces, all my anvils, my enchanting, my little farms like this one. I probably will have to move this one, but it's where the main part of my base will be. Now, I want to build the building here. Just imagine a big, I don't know, square cube right here. And I want to put a bridge out that connects over here. And then this will be more of a factory building or just a random something building. I don't know yet. And this will house this factory. And if I have to, or not factory, farm, if I have to build something else, I'll put it on a floor above it or something like that. And any more buildings that I need will expand this way. And maybe we put something here, like a lighthouse or something. I don't know yet. I'm just trying to get through the house, but I've been working on this path just because I've been bored and I haven't had anything else to really do since I can't build. And I think the path is fine. It's not amazing or anything. It's fine for now. It needs more blending, I think, between the bottom layers and this deep slate, sorry. But that's not for me to worry about. That's for me to worry about once I have this house thing built. Yeah, let's go look at the building that I have put together here. Now, this was built with a lot of inspiration of other people's builds. I will try to put all the images, boom, right there. If I forgot, or I couldn't find them again, I'm very sorry. But yeah, so going into this, I knew I wanted to use this and this. These two were the main two colors that I wanted to use, and so that's why the majority of the build is done with that. This being the roof color, as well as this foundation, as well as any overhangs and this little ring around up here. Before I get into the details, let me get into the strategy of how this was actually built. So here we have a square, and there's starting to be another square, and then if we come over here, this is what it looks like when I was finished. I just kept adding squares upon squares upon squares on top of each other so that there could be some sort of, you know, non-uniformity, I guess. So all the walls didn't just look like, I don't know, it wasn't just a straight up wall like this, you know, because looking at this for a long time is pretty boring, and I didn't want to have to sit around and move them around like, okay, this wall comes out to this far, and then this wall, like, okay, but what about this one? Maybe this one only comes out to here. I thought it was easier just to build squares since that's how I've done it in the past. That's about it. I don't think I've ever shown this step, but there we go. Now, if we come over here, this was the decision that I made to bring some more colors into it, as well as this, but that's detail work. That's not the main color, because we have this section here. Now, at a later date, probably in an episode or two, I'm going to explain the story for what this build is. I just have to actually build it before I can explain anything to you guys. And this color works well with greens, like vines, like that works well, as well as working well with both of these. And these two colors are rather similar, so I can blend these two pretty well. Like if we take sand, I can show you this cool axiom tool. We take wool, we come over here to the gradient tool. I can put these in, and there we go. Maybe even less gradient. We got bone block, but I don't really have any bone block, so let me just show how that works. Bone block. Oh, that's bones block. Okay, we take this, and there's a connection there, but I'm not here to show you how to use Axiom. All right, so what did I say? This was the foundation, with the tough bricks being the indication of entrances and possibly windows. I don't think I'm going to do windows. I think it's going to be entrances and exits to the building. Yes, so it'll be like this. Oh, and when I build it, I will be building the entrances. So this entrance and this balcony will be on this side of the build, so that when we're looking at it, the build is facing that way. And remember that valley that I told you about with all the deep slate path? That's over here. That's like, it's curving this way, and then it's going this way. And then over here is the other mountain. Well, not really mountain, mound, I guess. You know, like it was built up, and I wanted to have a bridge that reached over to it. So the detail work that I did on this side for the idea phase, I'm going to move to this side, and then the back side will be not less detailed. It will have more windows, I think. Yes. Because that's something that I still haven't really figured out how I'm going to do. Because these two windows down here, they're cool, but I don't know. This one's a little odd. There's something about it that I just can't place my finger on it. Like, what's wrong with it? Maybe it needs something like this to blend it in with the oak, or not the oak, the deep slate. I don't know. And this looks a little empty. Maybe there's gonna be some like 2 wide windows here. I don't know. We will see once we build this basic structure. So the way I'm going to do it is there is a base material for each of these. And unfortunately for the white part, the base material I'm gonna be using is wool, because calcite is hard to come by and the white concrete powder has gravity, which is one of the big issues of this build that I found so far. Now, this being sandstone, or even just the smooth sandstone, not bad. And then deep slate, you know how deep slate is. Deep slate's easy to work with. But I will build each square with its respective like base material as an outline, and then I'll go back in and do the detail work, add the texturing, and yes, that should be good. I do need to gather all these resources as well. And oh, let me explain one more simple rule you can have in mind while looking at this. So in each of the boxes, if you notice, the darker material is usually at the bottom. So we have the deep slate here, and we have a gradient up into the tough. I mean, the tough isn't, this could be a lot more vibrant. And I think when I build this in the actual world, I'm going to move this up by 6 blocks instead of 5 blocks, just so I can have more room to blend this in with the wall. Because if I wanted to use stairs, if I could spell, like, there is no way to see behind it, but maybe we don't want to. I don't know. Detail work isn't for me to do right now. Just the basic shape. So we build square 1, square 2, 3, 4, and 5 up here, and then from there we build the holes. We build the balconies. This is a big part of it, because what this balcony does is it extends this square over the edge, but not in a way that makes this square seem bigger than this middle square, or I guess this middle rectangle, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I think the best height for the final one is, I like this height. I like this height. This one could be a little bit taller. It could be 5 instead of 4. And this is good. This could be 6 instead of 5. I think that's everything. Oh, the top. Now the top, I did a lot of, not really a lot, but I did some detail stuff up here. And the idea was to make it like on the top of buildings. You know how you have like air conditioning units, and then you have antennas and little vents that go off into the sky or whatever, and antennas. I don't know what this was that I was going for. I just started putting stuff down, and then more antennas, and then details on the little generators with the fans and stuff. Anyway, that's that. These are the blocks that I need to get. The hardest one being these two, and wool. If somebody has a wool farm, I'll probably ask and then go steal their wool. Well, not steal it, but you know what I mean. These 4 will be the easiest. I have some sand already. I don't know if it's enough. I don't have birch though, so I'll need to go get that. And then I have a ton of spruce already. Yeah, so with that, I think I'm going to go gather materials, and I will lay down the first square, I guess, not triangle, rectangle, and then I will, you know, give you an update, and then we'll probably start a time lapse from there. Hopefully we're actually getting some progress now. So here we go. Let's go do that. You know, I thought I'd take you along with me as I begin the texturing process of this, because, you know, I think it's pretty interesting to see how everyone does it, and I like the way that I do it, so I'm gonna show you how I do it. All right, I'm actually missing something here because I don't have my deep slate bricks. Let me go grab some deep slate. Yeah, this is the deep slate chest. Oh, that's all of deep slate made into bricks. That's a mistake. Okay, that's even less deep slate we have to work with, but that's fine. I'll just go mine some more because I have a lot less resources than I thought I did. Anyway, so because this is the bottom, something like that, or maybe even if I take that out and put deep slate back in there like that, probably looks good. Then we do 1, 2, and then let's just put that. I say the highest deep slate bricks can go is the third layer. And another easy way to do this, let's just do the front for now, is start on your extremes. Like extremes are the tough and extremes are the deep slate bricks, right? And then you fill in from there as you see needed. Oh, I just remembered that the deep slate itself is a directional block. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Okay, so we have that, and I'm gonna add a deep slate in the middle. I'm going to add a tough here. I'm going to add another deep slate here, probably another deep slate here, because these are connected. We'll go deep slate normal there, and then we'll go normal here. 2 of those on top. And you see how this looks pretty uniform? We're gonna try to break that up. Do something like that. And now we, oh shoot. And now we have a textured front door with just a texture and nothing else. Now that was pretty easy because that was a small section right there. It's gonna get harder as I go around the corners because there's a lot more at the top. Like on this section, probably go 1, 2, 1, 1 here. And I will actually get rid of some of that and add deep slate. But the deep slate's like the wrong way. I'll try to mix in a lot of the normal deep slate on this layer just because the directional deep slate's kind of frustrating to work with. We'll go something like that. We'll do a double directional deep slate here. We'll hit in a tough right there. And then this could use a deep slate brick here, and then here we'll go normal deep slate cobbled, cobbled, cobbled. That looks good. And then we'll hit this with a cobbled, then 2 down like that. There we go. I'm gonna hit that there, and then normal deep slate cobbled, cobbled, normal. Okay, normal, cobble, cobble, normal, normal, cobble, cobble, normal, and then normal. Okay. I do want to bring probably there, put that there. And then if we take a step back, look at that, looking good for that section. And then we just have this one, and then we have the whole rest of the build. But I just wanted to show you how I do it. You know, I just thought you would maybe find that interesting. Maybe if you don't, sorry about that. But now I get to do that for the whole rest of my boxes because that's just the base with what we're starting with. And then we will just go. So the biggest issue right now is probably sand. I don't have a lot of sand. I don't have a lot of wool. I have a lot of white concrete powder, but don't have a lot of wool, and I gotta go mine more deep slate because I just used a bunch of it. And we need deep slate for the slanted roof parts, which is, I guess, the first part of detailing to go in because it's not technically a box. So I gotta go gather a whole ton of resources, and then it will probably be a hard cut to when all the boxes are done. Well, I think that covers most of this. Let me just remove this scaffolding and then I'll give you a little aerial view of this. And man, it actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. It's not the most mind-numbing because you do have to think about it a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Turn that off. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this white concrete here for now is just a placeholder because I don't know what I want to put here. It might be bricks. I'm not sure yet. Well, I'll put the little section on the roof in first, and then we'll see what we can do. I also put this section in with the little, it's not even shading, it's just weathered look, I guess. So I could finish off this section of the white to know how far it went. Looking at this for a few hours now, this is very contrasting. So I think for this door entrance, I might go with something that's similar in color, just so that it's not as bad. Like, I don't know though. I have to figure that out. And this video is probably already a little bit longer than I would have hoped to be. So I think that the detailing work will be done off camera. I don't know. We'll do a little bit of it together once I gather the materials. Like, what should we do with this door? And yeah, I think we're getting close to ending the episode finally, because we're not doing the interior today. It's a cool building, but it's about to be an exploded building. Like I was saying, it's a cool building, but it's dark in there. We need to light it up as well as put something in there. Hold on, I'm trying to find torches so I don't explode this. I don't want to explode all my hard work. There's lanterns that'll work. Yeah, come over here, buddy. I don't want you to blow up. Oh, there's some scaffolding up there I missed. Oh, well, that's really embarrassing. Normally that wouldn't happen. I'll just cut that out, you know. Actually, probably I won't. Anyway, I'm going to get materials together to do some decorating. I'm going to show you a little bit of my thought process, and then I will do most of it and then show you the final product because this episode is already quite long. If I get into a groove, I'll do a time lapse, but if not, you might see a hard cut, you might see a time lapse. You never know. On this channel at this point, you never know what might come next. All right, let's get to work on that. Well, yeah, I kind of just finished up the build because it got really late and then I woke up and now I'm here and this is the 21st. So the day that this is coming out, you'll be seeing this. Hopefully I finish it today. Actually, now I have to, but there's nothing wrong with that. Oh shoot, there's still some scaffolding up there. I'll remove that as I talk about the ending of this episode, and then I will show you what I built and we will move on to the next episode and the next time and whatever. Okay, so I just ended up finishing all of the decoration for the side that you will actually be seeing, because I wanted just a template for now so that you guys can see what's to come when I finish out the decoration for the rest of it, because it's so tedious and I just want to get this episode out. All right, there it is. If we start at the bottom, we'll start with the entrance, I guess, because there's technically two entrances. I guess this one could be considered an exit, but we have this entrance here. We have this door style that I continued throughout the rest of it with the other 4 or 5 doors, where you have 3 of these tough walls, and then you have the stairs and the slab, and then you have a copper behind it with a light and the copper. Now, this copper is supposed to age, so when you're seeing this, if you come visit it in person, it's probably going to be mostly all copper, because I thought that the copper color was a very good accent color to this, the natural colors. It's not lime, it's not a green, it's not a blue, you know what I mean? It's a copper color. And so we have that here. These are all going to turn into the weathered, the oxidized version. And yeah, so that should look better than that, hopefully. And then moving up from here, we have some of this might change, but just for now, we have the test of wires, and this was the best way I found to run really thick wires, was using the grindstones and the chains. Maybe someone else has done this. I might be just blatantly stealing from someone, but I didn't see anyone. I spent a lot of time in a creative world figuring this one out, and so the direction of the grindstone kind of helps with the flow of the wires. So it comes out of the generator at the bottom, or whatever that is, goes up, wraps around, goes over, and goes back into the building. And then we have a little bit of a unit, something here. We have some stuff here. It's just decoration. Not a lot of it has names or anything. Now this will turn all the copper color, and so will that. And then this little window as well, just some random stuff here. Now the front is the only window that's clear in the whole house. The rest of them have grates on them for now. They might not in the future, but for now I wanted to keep this one clear, just because I thought that the view from here, just a clean view, hopefully will be pretty cool. Maybe there'll be something built over there. We can come over here. We see the door is the same style, but this one is pushed 1 block further in, so that we can, you know, edge it in with that, or not edge it in. That sounds wrong. We have the balcony. We have the second balcony on the third floor. I don't know. I haven't decided the floors yet, but this one has a little bit of green, and that's for next episode. I'll get into that at the very, very end. And then up here, I think I've shown this off. I don't remember if I did or not, but we have all the air conditioning units and everything. I know I talked about it. And then we have more wires sticking out. We have a 3x3 window with a light in the middle that will gradually get dimmer. We have a more blocked off window, and then we have the front balcony. This one was a pain to build because I couldn't figure out any way to build this without making it look too cluttered while keeping it detailed, if that makes sense. And this window right here, this 4x2 window, was also a pain. So that front section just not a nice place. Oh yeah, if you look up here, we have trapdoors or not trapdoors. We have fence gates and levers holding up, in quotation marks, the overhang. Yeah. I think that's it for the show off. I can't think of anything else I need to show off other than, actually, yeah, I extended the wall. The path goes up here now. I will be extending the path once I clear out my blocks. And then we'll have this here. I'm thinking of putting maybe a little fence here. I don't know. We also have the little garden out front. All of this is just a proposal, and I will go back and make it detailed later. But if you're watching till the end, it's just for the thumbnail. And anyway, the idea for this, as promised, because it's the last thing I'll tell you about today, is we are going to make this overgrown, abandoned almost. That's why I use so much copper here, because the theme for our little base is I want to make just a bunch of abandoned looking buildings, because I think that is one of the coolest styles that I can do with the copper, the tuff, the sandstone, the colors that I like to build with. And so yeah, that's going to be the theme, and we will be building an abandoned, I don't know, factory type building over here. We might not have the bridge. I still have to decide. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for sticking around for this one. I'll make this outro nice and quick for you since you've been here for so long. Thank you all for watching this episode 1 of this series. I hope to see you in episode 2, where we will be checking out more exploration things and not just building in this little area. I just wanted to get a house done for the first episode, since, you know, first episode usually is the starter house. So yeah, I'll go into my little F5 here and say goodbye, say thank you all for watching. I'll hold a raw salmon in the offhand. Thank you all, and let's get the house in the background. Wait, what if we put it like over here? Yes, anyway, thank you all. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a wonderful day, and if you're ever feeling creatively stumped, just take a break. You know, it can never hurt. All right, I'll see you guys later.